Here in Class 2, Doug Albright caught pen 1 pretty quick. Came right from the holding pen to pen 1. He's got a monopoly hog. Looks really good.
Looks like next in is going to be that Brian Beeman and family entry that Isaac drives. That's a Wolfpack hog back on a Superman. Go again pretty quick in the gate, pretty quick to the pin.
.824 hog. That's the Egger entry. That's a Speak for Yourself left shark. I believe that's a product of a Brad Gale purchase from Bryce, as we mentioned too in the Gilt show.
Right. And he finds a pin there as well too. Said same old as that Gilt, big legs, good looking.
That 906-1 Boar is Cooper Wood of Oklahoma. That's a Scandal hog, so fly. A lot of hog there. We got Austin Lane back in this class. Austin's driving an Eye for an Eye hog. Eye for an Eye Shock and Awe, born 24th day of December. And Austin's going to catch a pin here.
Yeah, it's the second hog he was kind of promoting prior to Expo. Again, that one looks as good as advertised as well.
Four boars pinned. Got 7 out here to be evaluated. The one we missed, Kyle Knauf hog, 844-1. Colton Knauf entry. That's a Keep Talking King Kong.
Looks like he's got Dad on special assignment showing that one.
I think we're still working our way up to walking there.
Yep, still a few years till Colton gets a stick on one, but sure enough, we'll probably do lots of it over the years.
Won't be long before he puts Dad on the sidelines.
Yep. And that Knauf hog is going to find a pin there too. Just about had a boar in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, you should be careful there, Jason. Yeah. Catch that gate. Yeah. That hog is McLean Music's hog. That's his first boar entry he's brought out to show. That's a Speak for Yourself left shark.
Looks like he's going to get his feet wet pretty quick with an honorary one too.
Mm-hmm.
Still just 5 boars in the pen so far. Looks like next in is going to be paint brand says 1-568.
I'm guessing 865-1.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
865-1. I don't know if that's
he said looking into the mirror when they were doing that one.
Keep us guessing at home or what's going to happen there. But yeah, you read the left side, they got it correct. 865-1. That's the PTB Birch from Minden, Illinois. Blackout, so fly.
Lots of sires represented here in the Berkshire show today at the top end. It just goes to show for the depth of quality that this breed has put together over the last few years. You know, oftentimes these breeds can get pretty singular focused in terms of siring progeny. That's something that the Berkshire breed's been able to stay away from, and again, we're seeing that today with several sires represented.
Absolutely.
probably going to redrive at least 5 in this class. Doug and Isaac, 1 and 2. Brent and Austin, 3 and 4, and Kyle and 5.
So these top 5 are going to be pretty good, Ben. That, you know, those are all pretty quick out of the gate to find pins, and so it's going to be an interesting set to work through.
We got Doug's Boar coming out here first. I believe that's the Monopoly Hog. Monopoly wanted born the 11th day of December. Now would probably be as good a time as any to mention the foundation female that Albright Swine Farms has donated to Team Purebred that will sell in Springfield in a couple weeks. That gilt's also a Monopoly. I know one that Doug sent me several videos of over the course of the summer. Looks awfully good. If you're looking to get in the Berkshire breed and looking for a foundation type female, make sure you head your way to Springfield to reach out to Doug or Pat or Ben Lenig there at Albright Swine Farms to get some more information on that one and support Team Purebred in the meantime.
Yep, absolutely, and you know, not much of a better program I don't think to buy from. You know, we've been fortunate enough to buy some boars from Doug and Pat there over the years, and I mean, them things work. You know, the Bright Lights hog we mentioned several times through the gilt show, coming from Doug. I mean, there's, you know, Albright and the Berkshire breed are pretty synonymous, so it's you know, it's good to see Doug get that opportunity to donate a female, and you know, I can about bet you that one will be absolutely as good as advertised.
I know he sent me a video last week, and I think all signs are pointing to yes there. Good to see Doug out here today. I know he suffered an injury earlier in the week in a golf outing. I believe he's been laid up here the last couple days with the back injury. I know we tease him a lot. Colleague of mine, spending more time on the golf course, but glad to see he's feeling all right today. Isaac's Boar over here, 806-1, one that really kind of the power hog of the drive, I'd say, Jason.
Absolutely.
Puts it together really well, got a lot of reach off both ends of his skeleton. Interested to see how John puts this class together.
I think stout bone, killer looking, still stout headed. You know, that's another firm that's up and coming this Burke thing pretty hard. We've mentioned, you know, a couple of sires today that, you know, come from the Beeman firm. I mean, probably maybe one of the hottest things going, you know, here as of late in this breed. I mean, them things are right for the times, tall shouldered, you know, slick looking up front, shapely and sound. You know, Isaac, you know, Brian, those guys, they all got it going on there for sure.
So we have the Egger hog out here, Brent Egger, 824-1, and the other lane entry on the far side of the ring, 848-1 as well. On your screen now, you see Isaac driving the Beeman entry, 806-1. Coming into your screen, there's Doug showing the Albright entry, 801-1. Austin's going to take pen 3 in this class with the lane entry. The Egger hog goes 4. I imagine we'll drive these two here for a little bit here before John makes his decision between the Beeman hog or the Albright hog here to win class 2 of the Berkshire Boars.
First 2 out of the gates, first 2 to the pins, last 2 standing.
I don't think anybody following along ringside is too surprised that these hogs are the last ones standing.
Might come down to showmanship. Maybe Doug can bust out some of the old glory days and knock the rust off and show us what he's made of here.
Looks like Albright's going to win this class, and the Beeman hog is going to be second. Here's Judge Hinker with your reasons.
Real challenging class here to work through that have some good pieces. I chose to lead off with Doug's Boar here that I thought in terms of height at the shoulder and the way he came out of his blade, his skull, his immaturity up through that front 3/4 really good. I'd like to change him a little bit in back left wheel. He bows just a little bit, but we've got a few issues in this whole class. One that's tall fronted. He's got enough center rib to him in shape. His maturity is a little later than some in the class. Just a pretty good balanced boar. He's got a long hip in him, good-headed boar. You have to appreciate for a lot of things. The real heavy skeleton boar is the second boar here. Like to change him off the rear too. He's got length of stride. I like to square him to the ground just a bit. Really opened up through that skull. He's got a big forearm. He takes a long stride in him. Maybe just a little bit overdone for me, but one there that's good from the side, takes reach, got some really true power in him. One that kind of looks like a herd boar. Fix a little problem there too, and one there that I think could do really, really good things. Then we get in here, another boar here. This one probably hits the surface as square as the first three boars, but he's a lot lighter in his skeleton. He doesn't read as stout through his feature. I'd like to see his testicle size just a bit better, but I do appreciate the frame size. He's got some true shape in him. He's a little more immature. One there that I think you have to look at back in the barn is one that could have some days ahead of him that are better and get more powerful as he grows. Another boar that I like, heavy structured boar. He's level in his design. I like to clean him up maybe just a little bit in the hock area, maybe set him apart wider as we go away. This is one of the real loose ones that I really like from the side. He's really robust bladed. He's level down his top. He's long through his hip. Open him up just a little bit at the ground, maybe clean him up just a nickel in his front end, and there's one that has a lot of value. I think we need to look at him really heavy back in the barn. That one there kind of looks like a herd boar to me in terms of heaviness of skeleton and design. Kyle's boar here is another boar that has some frame size to him and heaviness of skeleton. I'd like to see just a little bit more length of stride to him. I'd like to change him a little bit behind in terms of flexibility in that back left leg, maybe a little bit more. But depth, true power through the head, blade, top. This one has a lot of value in him. He's really got a herd boar look through that head, through that bone work, really stout in his feature. Here's one that's really busted open front to rear, maybe got a little tighter in class as we went, but one that's just really got a big square hip. Hits the ground fairly good. He's a little quicker in his maturity, a little smaller in his kind, but one there that hits the ground surface really good. He's stout in his feature. I think we got to look at this boar here. Maybe just a bit overdone for me, but one that has really got a good balance to him there. I think we would have backed him off. I think we could have done a little bit better with that particular boar. Another boar that's got quality here. Immature boar, like the top, the frame size, the blade in your boar there. Not as level, not quite as heavy in his skeleton, as loose in his rear leg set as I'd like to have, but one that I do appreciate, frame size, some real true honest skeleton in that boar. Let's give these exhibitors a hand. Very good competitive class.
Here are the results of Class 2 in our Boar Show. Congratulations to those exhibitors. Your class winner was Albright Swine Farm, Coldwater, Michigan, 8011. Second, 806-1, Brian Beeman and family, 12 Mile, Indiana. Third in the class, Austin Lane, Spragueville, Iowa, 848-1. Fourth in the class, Kirsten Egger, Linden, Iowa, 824-1. Fifth in the class, Colton Knauth, Milford, Illinois, 844-1.